Hi, this is Mabel from Digital Defender, and today we will discuss about drones. As a citizen, what are the rules you need to follow if you want to fly your drones, and what are the penalties if you fail to comply, and how it can affect our privacy? The term drone has been used from the early age of aviation, being applied to remotely flown target aircrafts used for practices firing of battles. The term drones has been used from the early days of aviation, being applied to remotely flown target aircrafts used for practice firing. The term remains in common use. An unmanned aerial vehicle or UAV is defined as a powered aerial vehicle that does not carry a human operator. It uses aerodynamic forces to provide the vehicle lift, can fly autonomously or be piloted remotely. It can be expendable or recoverable and can carry a lethal or non-lethal payload. So on March 4, 2008, the Civil Aviation Authority Act of 2008 was signed into the law, which replaced the Air Transportation Office with the Civil Aviation Authority. So it is an independent regulatory body with the quasi-judicial and the quasi-legislative powers with corporate attributes. So the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines, or we call it in CAAP, is a national aviation authority of the Philippines and is responsible for implementing policies on civil aviation to assure safe, economic, and efficient air travel. The agency also investigates aviation accidents via its Aircraft Accident Investigation and Inquiry Board. Formerly, the Air Transportation Office is an independent regulatory body attached to the Department of Transportation for the purpose of policy coordination. Drones themselves do not breach data privacy, but the attached cameras or sensors have the potential to do so. A drone permit is not required if you will use it for recreational purpose, but a permit is required for a commercial drone's use in the Philippines. Drones are not allowed to fly near military bases and Malacanang Palace. So drone use is allowed in the Philippines, but there are several drone laws that need to be followed when flying in the country. Operators must ensure that they follow the Philippine law in terms of flying drones. So which means you cannot fly drones 30 meters. You cannot fly drones within 30 meters of a person who is not associated with the operation of the drones. You cannot fly higher than 400 feet, which is 122 meters. You must fly during daylight hours and only fly in good weather conditions. You may not fly your drones over populated areas such as schools, markets, and resident areas. And if you want to fly in someone's property, better ask a permission first from the owner. Respect others' privacy when flying your drones. You must not fly within 10 kilometers of an airport or in an areas where aircraft are operating. Any person who destroys or seriously damages the facilities of the airport or disrupt the services to any person who destroys or seriously damages the facilities of an airport or disrupts the services of an airport shall be subjected to imprisonment ranging from 1 year to 3 years or a fine of less than 50,000 pesos, but not exceeding to 500,000 pesos, or both as determined by the court. So no person shall intervene with the air navigation. It also has an imprisonment of more than 3 years and a fine of not less than 50,000 pesos, but not exceeding to 500,000 pesos. So it will be determined as a court. It will be determined by the court if what fine should be imposed to the person who violated it. So under Republic Act 9497, which is approved in March 7, 2008, states that any person who shall use for flight operation, any person who shall use for flight operation an unregistered aircraft or engage in an operation of aviation school without the required air agency certificate issued by the Director General shall be punished or imprisonment ranging from 3 years to 7 years or a fine of not less than 100,000 pesos, but not exceeding to 500,000 pesos. And any person who operates any aircrafts without a valid or current license or rating or in violation of rule shall be punished by imprisonment by not more than 3 years and a fine of 50,000 pesos to 200,000 pesos. Not only in the Philippines, but it is also a similar issue around the world. In terms of drones, there is a famous case about William Meredith in Kentucky shooting at drones, whom he believed is spying on his 16 years old daughter. He was arrested for wanton endangerment and criminal, but later on dismissed of all charges. And this is the future news about drones. So the U.S. Navy has big plans for its drone fleet. That much seems certain. This unmanned system will perform high-risk surveillance operation under hostile fire and find weak points for attack along enemy coastlines. Moreover, these drones will be able to descend into underwater ocean depths to attack enemy mines and submarines, and even performs forward position ballistic missiles defense missions. So likely to be enabled by an artificial intelligence, emerging Navy unmanned system will operate with various levels of autonomy to include real-time information sharing, cross-domain targeting, submarine hunting, and mine neutralization. With the advent of large number of these drones, the Navy is working to adapt its tactics and concept of operation to optimize their value in maritime warfare. How crazy is it? Come to think of it, drones that is like a submarine and to be on watch underwater. So that's it for today. Feel free to drop your comments and hit our subscribe button to receive more videos. Thank you for watching.